If you want our global experts to create your dream online business or grow your existing business, go to freedomlifestyleagency.com. Let's talk copywriting. Everyone should know who wants to grow their business. Hello, chaps. Happy Monday and welcome to today's live. Are you stuck somewhere in your online business? It doesn't matter which area you're trying to solve a problem, or you hit a plateau in your business growth, or simply too scared to start a business, which is in your dreams for a very long time. Let our global experts help you to power push your business growth that you're always dreaming of. Our global experts work with clients from all across the world and with really, really big numbers. And today, we're going to talk about one of the most important topic about copywriting, which can potentially change your business forever. Without waiting, let's jump into this super cool conversation about this entire copywriting world with our own Tjibaria, Freedom Lifestyle expert and 2 Club Award winner. Hello, Tjibaria. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm excited about this topic today. Thank you so much, Rajesh. If you guys are excited as well, comment below and say excited.
Yes, yes. It's so very important. Wow, what is this? Oh my God, okay.
I'm in my gym outfit because, oh man, today has been such a busy day, but I was so excited. I was like, okay, let's jump out in my gym outfit. So yeah, that's me today.
Really nice, nice. And we want to convey our apologies to all these amazing audience. We are a little bit sorry because of some technical challenges, but we are always solution oriented. So thank you so much for your patience. If you're joining live, comment below saying that live. But if you're watching in the replay, make sure to comment below. That is where you show your commitment. Tjibaria, world's highest paid job, copywriting. What is so big about it? Share your thoughts, Tjibaria.
Yeah, this is actually really funny because when I started in entrepreneurship and I started to learn more about digital marketing and stuff like that, I remember Tim Han, founder of Success Insider, saying that copywriting is so powerful. It's like the highest paid or one of the highest paid professions in the world. And I was like, huh? What? Why is that so? And then over time, obviously, since creating so many different funnels for ourselves, working with different copywriters in the world, having trained up people to do copywriting and literally seeing the results, it's so important to realize that copywriting is literally the difference between getting sales or not getting sales at all. You can have the same value inside, like you can have the same, that you are the valuable person, you can have the same incredible products, but if your copy is not right, or if it's not speaking to the customers, you're not going to get sales. And that's just like it's that important. And that's why people pay a lot of money to have phenomenal copywriters write their copy on their landing pages, write a copy for their emails, write a copy for their ManyChat sequences and all the rest of it. And I know you are like an absolute king in this area. That's why I love working with you and love all the different things that we're doing for our students and our clients as well, because you're absolutely a phenomenal copywriting writer. And every time I see your stuff, it's like really like I just get so excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to buy it's so phenomenal. So yeah, let me ask you a question as well regarding copywriting. Like, what do you feel for an audience that is watching this who may not have been familiar with the power of copywriting? What over your journey in business have you been able to pick up from copywriting? Like, whoa, yeah, this is absolutely important and everybody should know about this, or everybody should at least inform themselves or work with someone who is good at copywriting. What would you say?
Wow, thank you so much, Tjibaria, for that kind words. And it is such a great pleasure really serving all these clients with you. And Natalie says, excited. Yes, we are excited here as well, Natalie, and life. So she says, probably copywriting is life. Absolutely. And why?
Yeah.
It's a very simple thing. There are 3 important steps I would like to share with you people. How many? 3. No, count right here, 3. Number 1 is very important. The entire copyright. I mean, anybody who is in marketing, they know very well the importance of brand image. The copywriting that we write actually builds an image, because marketing is the place where the first time somebody is actually trying to touch base with you, whether they can really go forward one step ahead with you or no. It's as simple as that. At that moment, Here, this is a very important thing I want to say. Maybe you guys can write it down as well. Every word counts.
Ah, I love that.
Every word counts.
Yeah.
And the moment you understand, you're already a copywriter, because you're not going to waste even a single word that your potential customer is going to read. So
Yeah.
it literally strengthens the brand image and shows whether you're really professional or maybe amateur kind of a person. So that's
Yeah.
number one. The number two is obviously, right, it puts you, it has a unique positioning. If somebody is
Mm.
paying such a huge salary to somebody else, is only because they want to be positioned at a place where nobody else can actually understand. I don't
Mm.
mean that somebody is trying to manipulate here, but somebody is putting such a depth in research to understand what is their customer required, and whether they
Yeah.
have it or not is being conveyed in the form of words. We call it as magical words. So it's really very important that this copywriting would definitely work when you actually understand your customer very well. So that
Yeah.
particular foundation is equally important. But once you understand and brings in the entire perspective in the area of serving, yeah,
Mm.
now I understood what my customer wants, but I want to really convey beautifully, very well. This is definitely the
Mhm.
copywriting characteristic, right? So that
Yeah.
second point, the more effectively you write, the more in depth, right from heart to heart connection happens with your client.
Mm. Yeah.
And that naturally leads to the third and most important benefit of it is it naturally increases the conversion and sales. Here it's
Yeah.
not just about sales, there are so many other steps like what we spoke about, the remaining two. But the third
Mm.
one is the real result, where the copywriter feels, man, this is so good because I got some results into it. So
Yeah.
I mean, when I say it, it's not even having the sales, it is really having the right clients coming on board. How many
Yeah.
of audience can actually connect that you want to have right clients? Obviously your complaints will be less, your lack of mismatching of expectations will be very less. So your
Yeah.
time spent in the negative energy will be less. So I would
Mm.
rather want you guys to comment below, I love the right clients, right?
Mm.
So this copywriting alone can really give this massive benefits, just like what Tjibaria said. It's literally
Yeah.
between having sales, not having sales. And almost all the biggest corporates and the online businesses are already doing this particular copywriting as a one of the most important aspect, literally in the big management meetings. So this is
Yeah.
definitely very very important in that aspect. But I want to actually ask you one more question about it, right? Well,
Mm.
you guys having any questions, make sure to type right here in the comments so that we can come back and share with you all our experience. Not just our experience, we build businesses for so many different industries and different clients from all across the world. So you can
Yeah.
get into peek into our brains and get whatever you wanted so that you see the success in your business. So Tjibaria, I want to ask, right, when we are really kind of writing this copywriting, it was never there. If you see around 10 years 20 years before, it was never
Mm.
spoke about. There was no specific designation, right?
Mm.
Now this became one of the biggest paid jobs. Now what are the precautions one should take when actually they're doing the copywriting?
Yeah, this is a very good question. And there's a marketer that I worked with who said this thing that he learned from his mentor. And I just love that sentence because it's so powerful, but it's also so applicable to a lot of different areas of business, which is basically the following thing. So make sure to write this down. The purpose of the first sentence is to make someone want to read the second sentence. The purpose of the second sentence is to make someone want to read the third sentence, and obviously going forward. So basically what you're wanting to do when you write copy, and what again makes the difference between people who get crazy amounts of right clients and people who are literally struggling even though their content is in principle good, is to be able to make it connect with the audience and make people want to continue reading, that every single sentence is like enticing, and I'm reading, I'm like, oh man, I want to know more, oh man, I want to know more, oh man, I want to know more. So that it basically goes through that. But then there was another thing as well, and I found this really interesting. I think it was like 5 years ago when I started learning about all this stuff. It's actually something that Frank Kern talks about. He's also like a big giant in the copywriting and marketing space in general. And one of the things that he wrote about specifically with regards to copywriting is that different people consume content in different ways. And one thing that was really powerful, and I love that with your work as well, Rajesh, when you're building, huge piles of copy for different landing page for clients or for email marketing and stuff like that, is that people can read different messages from consuming the text on your copy, on your landing page, for instance. So there's very beautiful creative play as well with regards to the use of headlines, the use of subheadlines, the use of just paragraph text or bullet points and stuff like that. So if you're the type of person like me, I don't like reading. So I don't like to read like through a whole page. But what I like to do is like to read headlines. So you read headline,
Yeah.
headline, headline, headline. That's what I consume. But someone who's more into reading and more into the details in that particular form, they like to go through the whole page. And the beauty is a great copywriter is able to convey a similar story with just the headlines, or the headlines in combination with the paragraphs as well. And when I first learned about it, I was like, whoa, that's actually really interesting, because it's so true. I don't read everything. I just read the headlines most of the time, unless I'm doing things for clients and stuff like that, or reviewing. But other than that, I hardly ever do that. But it's beautiful to then see, like, yes, that is a story in itself, the story of headlines. And that's again a great thing that great copywriters know very well, is how can you allow to tell the story in multiple different ways. And if you take it one step further, how can you also have visual aid that literally backs that up? And how can you use what is just discussed in a particular part of the landing page in terms of the copy, also in a matching copy for the button, right? Because not every button, even though they all do the same, not every button will have exactly the same text. The best landing pages usually vary with that text that makes it relevant to what copy they've just read. So there's so many different insights that all add to giving people a phenomenal experience as they go through the story in whichever way they consume it, but then also to allow them to take action. So I think that's a very important thing. But I think what is even more important than that part is that the copy and the words that you use, just like what you said before, right? It attracts the right clients. And what makes someone the right client? Well, it makes it, for us at least, that the energy matches, and that it basically is like we are of a certain vibe, right? And then we vibe very well with people that are of the same vibe. Doesn't mean that our vibe is better or another person's vibe is better, but it's just like we do things in a way that we like to do them, and in that works very well in business. So to find alignment with your copy, so basically allowing your copy to attract the right people that also energetically align with you, that is often done by also allowing your character and your values to speak through your copy. And I know that this is a thing that we put a lot of attention towards when it comes to working with our clients, like really getting to know the story of our clients, what means to them, what do they do in their day-to-day life, what are things that are important, what are their core values, so that when you put that into the copy, it literally lives and breathes your energy, so that can literally be that virtual copy of you that continuously is working for you. And that's then obviously makes a lot of sense why then those types of copies make a lot of money as well and attract a lot of leads. So yeah, that will
Wow.
be a very long-winded answer to your question.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you so much, Tjibaria. This is really very, very powerful what we are talking here, because this can really make or break the business. And
Right.
Natalie says, I love the right clients. Yes, hoo-ha, for that. Yes, we
Woo!
all love this right clients,
And we love
because
you, Natalie.
we love you, Natalie. And now
Yeah.
Facebook user is really in amazing mood, but I think it is again Andrew Edwards, if I remember correctly. You even tactics to me, Tjibaria. Oh my God. Okay, somebody is talking about your great work, Tjibaria. There.
Oh,
Hey,
I wonder who it is. Let us know. Who are you? Who are you?
comment below. What is your name? Is it Andrew or maybe somebody else with that mystery name? Now,
Yeah, yeah,
actually,
yeah.
actually talking about what you said. Oh my
Mm,
God, this is the importance of copywriting is so high. If anybody
yeah,
wants to grow the business, right? First and foremost, as an entrepreneur, you need to decide the effect you want to produce in your reader. The
yeah,
moment you do it, just like Chibaria said, right? There was a quote given by Helen Woodward, right? In writing good advertising, it is necessary to put a mood into the words, literally your feelings, right? And to
yeah,
transfer that mood to the reader. How powerful, is that particular sentence? Oh my God, the moment when something like that happens, you are already a copywriter. How it
yeah.
happens is, again, it comes from really the area of surveys, knowing
Mm,
your customer avatar at a very, very detailed level. At the same time, you have the sincerity and the genuine interest to take that need, add your expertise of really making them understand, what a customer need is different from what a customer want. So you
yeah.
make that differentiation in your words for them to feel the need. This whole process is
Mm,
really an art of
yeah.
copywriting. I love when when I say that, because this matures you as a businessman. This
Yeah.
matures you as a seasoned professional. This puts
Mm,
you in a position, keeping all that monetary benefit a copywriter gets. That's just for you to really understand the importance. As an entrepreneur, what you
yeah.
really need to understand is you can be a copywriter because you're the only one who is whole and soul of the business. So your
Mm,
mood should be inculcated in every copyright you do.
yeah.
Then every client that comes is naturally going to be the right client who is in line with the values of you, at the same time what
Mm,
you're going to offer. And if that
yeah.
happens, right, I mean, I'm sure it is not so difficult to cater, because everything you're producing is already in line with your values,
Yeah.
and everything that you're offering is already conveyed to that beautiful copywriting. Obviously, I mean, this becomes an effortless elegance that you produce, value for more and more customers. What do you say about
Mm.
that?
Yeah, I think this is a very important point because if I think about it, it's a question from Natalie. Does this apply also for ebooks? In principle, yes, it applies. It applies. Like the more you apply it to the different things that you write, it's like social media posts, even the better it will be. But then coming back to your question, Rajesh, I think if I look back at my journey of copywriting and obviously with everything that we have been doing and the clients that we've been helping, if I look at it now compared to how I looked at it then, I remember that I used to spend a lot of time to write copy and like really finding like what are the right words, how do I do it, like and that whole process took a lot of time because obviously you do want to make sure, like you said, every word counts. Like sometimes you can have too many words and that is counterproductive. If
Yeah.
you're writing a piece of text for the landing page and you want people to be able to take action but there's too much text there, that's not going to help either. So it's finding that balance, and I remember that that used to take me a lot of time to figure out like what do we say, what do you not say. But now fast forwarding to what we do today and like the clients that we serve, is that it's the process is so much more smooth and fast, and obviously that comes with experience, but it also comes with the research. And like you said, like we obviously have a lot of clients in a lot of different industries. But even at that, like back in the day, I just thought about my own industry and I already took a lot of time. But now like we have so many different industries that of clients that they are in. But the process is smooth. The process is fast and elegant, and being able to leverage research and being able to see like what are the top producers in the world already, and what is it that the research that they have done, how can you include it in a smart but unique and authentic way in your own copy. That is a very powerful skill to have. And I think looking at my own journey, that's also the reason why personally I have invested in copywriters in my journey, just to speed the journey up for me. And over learning or working with copywriters and then looking over their shoulders and like, oh, what is it that they do? Learning a lot about that, and then obviously introducing it into in our FLC company. And I think that is a part that, because it's so powerful for producing income, that is something that you want to invest in. You
Yeah.
want to pay the X amount to get great copy, and then utilize that great copy in a lot of different things. You can recycle it. You can use it in ebooks. You can use it in social media posts. Obviously, not necessarily copy paste, but you can use the same lines of words and stuff everywhere. And I think that is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, in fact, some of the audience might be thinking, "Oh my God, I need to
Mm,
do. What should I do? Copywriting and all." If you guys really don't know what to do about, just go ahead and click on the link and book a call with us, because we've got really legendary copywriters within the team. One is Tjibaria Seb itself, right? So now, if at all, if you guys are really kind of asking us to build a business, we actually do copywriting as part of the package. How
yeah.
cool is that? How cool is that? Sometimes I feel, man, okay, this is not even given as a separate service, but it is so
Mm,
powerful, people. You need to really understand how powerful it is to have the right copywriting, right? But again, I
mm,
want to really kind of bring in another amazing quote by Leo Burnett, who says, right, copywriting, make it simple, make it memorable, make it
mm,
inviting to look at, right? Make it fun to read. Do not complicate, right? Just like what Chibaria said, if by using too many words, if it is really complicating and not even
mm,
conveying the message that you want to do it, just get back into a simple game of making it simple and
yeah.
convey the message. Whatever you want to convey the message, right? At the end of the day, what happens here is, I mean, I think as Natalie has asked for this, it is
Mhm.
applicable in everything you do, whether it is
Yeah.
brochures, catalogs, lyrics, magazine, newspaper advertisements, sales
Yeah.
letters, anything, even the email for that matter. It is
Yeah.
it is important that everybody who wants to put soul into what they're doing, copywriting
Mm,
is a key. And
yeah.
especially when you're marketing, it is really so much more important, because we go through a lot of strategic sessions to extract, not extract, I would say, to identify the soul of our clients, and
Yeah.
then we apply the copywriting.
Mm,
And this is something very, very unique. Not everybody does it. What we
mm,
do is we believe in bringing the soul of any entrepreneur directly to the user. That
yeah.
way, the clients, just like what we spoke about, you will always have the right clients where you can actually kind of understand, oh my God, how am I attracting the right clients? No, there is a copywriting which is attracting the right clients, where your soul is put into it. And that's why, like I said, making it simple is really, really very important. But let
Yeah.
me ask you this, right?
Hmm.
I just heard about this very important point, right? Nobody reads ads. People read what interests them. Sometimes it's an ad. It is
Mm,
told by Howard.
mm.
And it maybe some people might think, what? Nobody reads ads? What does it mean? Can you
Mhm.
just share your thought about it? Because it's so powerful. I thought audience should know about this.
Yeah, no, this is actually a really nice quote. I like it very much. It's because like what we have to understand is that every one of us is busy. Like we're very appreciative for you guys watching this video right now because you could have been doing a million other things, right? But there was something about this video or something about Rajesh or something about me or whatever that made you click and made you listen. Or there's something about the copy even around this video. So what we have to understand is just like you are busy and just like I am busy, Rajesh is busy, everyone is busy, but they are focused and make time for the things that interest them or the things that in their awareness they need or can benefit them. So this is one of the things that Master Akashna always talks about with WIIFT. What's in
What's
it
in it
for
for them?
them? So it's very important for us to also realize is that people don't just sit there. Oh, let me check. What does Rajesh write today? Let me check his ads. Let me check his stuff. Right. Well, if you're like Rajesh, you do that because that's the part of the nerd homework. If you're like me, yes, we do that. We watch, like we look at the ad libraries. We specifically have popcorn reading ads and stuff. We do that, but most people don't. And so what we have to understand is that we need to speak their language, not
Yeah.
just like English or another language. No, like what you need to speak in terms that will connect to them. Because based on you being the expert, knowing how to identify the problem, which whatever awareness level they have, whether they are aware that they have a problem or they are not aware that they have a problem, how can you still connect with them with things that matter to them, so that they start taking those action steps of actually reading it, actually clicking it, actually going through the landing page, actually being like, oh wow, let me take action, and then all the steps after that. So I think that would be my interpretation of that quote, and I think it's very important because nobody's sitting there waiting except for us. Nobody's sitting and waiting for, oh, when is the next ad coming out of this and that person? But they want to find things, or they dedicate their time to things that they feel are going to help them one shape or another.
Yeah, yep. I totally agree with you. It is really, I mean, sometimes we really make fun out of few things, but at the end of the day, we don't want to make any light importance of what we are talking. It's
Yeah.
really, really important. Now, when we are talking about one of the aspects, just like what Tjibaria said, a little extension to it is your
Mm.
headline. Just like what Tjibaria said, she's kind of an eagle of headlines. If there is anything good, she goes down and pick it up. So just like that, so it's really important. Everybody has very little time in their lives, just like what Tjibaria said, that
Mm.
making the right headlines is so much more important. Now, let's say that, right? Now, you are one of the coach and who would like to really go forward and make an impact. You are very sincere, you heart-centered, you want to make
Mm.
an impact as big as millions of people. And
Yeah.
what is the area that you're looking at is probably the relationships, where people are really struggling with relationship. You can go and help them because you know how to resolve them. Now, when you're
Mm.
having look at an a kind of an most commonly that we see in the relationship this thing, right? Probably they say, come and meet me, I can solve your relationship, and that's your
Mm.
heading. And I just want you to really absorb the words inside and then feel it.
Mm.
Come and join me. Who are you? First of all, the moment you're giving mind a little space to ask questions, guess what? You lost the audience already. They're clicking,
Mm.
they're continuously scrolling. Sorry, not clicking, they're continuously scrolling, right? And instead of that, break up three secrets how you can never have a heartbreak if you follow this. Which one do you stop and click? Right? Absolutely. And
Mm.
if somebody who is really in pain with the relationship, for sure he's going to do it because come and join me is gone already. I'm not going to go anywhere, right? And for me, it's very
Mm.
simple. For me, it is really very simple that I'm not going to join you. Who are you, right? And
Yeah.
what Tjibaria said is what's in it for them is that key. And what's
Yeah.
in it for them should be there in the headline. That's a very
Yeah.
important aspect of the copywriting. So I
Mm.
thought I would wanted to add that the niche
Yeah.
needs to be very important to know, right? I mean, I don't know. I think this must be Josie again, because there are few people who have different privacy settings are actually having the name as Facebook user. But I didn't
Yeah.
get the question. Did you understand the question, Chibaria? The niche needs to be very
Mm.
important. After that, I
I
didn't understand.
don't entirely understand it either, but maybe the question means like it's important to know your niche so that you know what to write in it. If that's the question, then the answer is yes. Know what is working in your industry or in your niche. Know what is currently working and what other people that are making a lot of money in that niche are doing, so that you can use that to study it and then allow yourself to get a head start in it. But then using obviously your own authenticity to make it in alignment with who you are, and thereby attracting the right people for you. So I think if that is the question, then yeah, 100%.
Or maybe just reframe that question. Or if you guys have any questions, maybe keep commenting below. And
Yeah.
I mean, probably let me kind of stress upon one important aspect. Now we've been
Mm.
talking about being authentic, and we were talking about being yourself, soul, and all. Here we are
Yeah.
not telling about anything else other than yes, you need to have authenticity, everything related to that, but you need to understand, you don't just write a smart copy, you
Mm.
actually write a copy that sells because you're going there for marketing something. How
Yeah.
important it is, Chibarian? How is it generally integrated for our clients?
Yeah, I think what is important is actually the thing that you always talk about, which is make it a customer journey. Don't expect the first copy that someone reads is the one where you sell your 10K product, because people are just not going to do it. Um, you need to build relationship for that. So allow there to be milestones in the journey. Allow there to be checkpoints. Like if you're playing games that we spoke about last time, like step by step, asking for a little bit more action to take. And so I think with regards to that, it's important to keep in mind, what is the goal that I'm wanting to achieve with this piece of copy? Do I want my customer to opt in? Do I want my customer to buy? Do I want my customer to do something else? What is it? And then basically reverse engineer, start with the outcome, and then write which pieces of copy is necessary to be able to do that. This is actually what we call the helicopter skeleton approach, like specifically for funnel building, but it applies to copywriting equally as much. Is that you see, okay, this is the goal I want to reach. These are the key points, 3, 4, or 5 key points I need to bring across to achieve that goal. In other words, I need to say these 5 things to get someone to actually opt in. And then you write those 5 things. Those will be the headings or the headlines or whatever. And only then you start filling out the details. Or at least that's how we work, because that way you can get progress so much faster and you keep it to the core of things. That is super, super important. And to just answer the question that came in, I mean, some niches got to be working better than others. It's a very good question. And the use of different sort of marketing or use of landing pages might be more common in some industries than it is to others. But at the end of the day, no matter what your industry is, copy is an internal part of selling in any industry, whether it is copy on a landing page or copy on a flyer, copy on an email, copy on a fax, copy on a proposal, copy on a newspaper. Wherever you normally conduct your business, it's all copy. So copywriting is definitely necessary everywhere else. But when it comes to the use of landing pages, it's actually like so many industries that are using it. And if you are in an industry where it's not as common, that does give you the opportunity to actually innovate, and allows you to look at what is actually working so powerfully in any other industry and how can I take it into my industry, and also be one of the first people to actually make that work. Because at the end of the day, looking at what is happening right now and what happened 10 years ago or 20 years ago, is everybody is online and everybody is staying online, and there's so many different developments, but online is definitely the place to be, and where the people are, and that's where you need to be. So whatever industry you are in, see how can you either find people that are already doing it actively in your space, or how can I be inspired what by other industries or other niches are doing, and take that into my existing niche and be an innovator in that, and be able to gain the results from what is already wildly successful in other areas, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, that definitely makes sense. And I think, I think you put this point so beautifully. I just want to kind of summarize in very few words, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about one industry. Look at it, right? A small kid actually sells an idea that she or he needs to buy a toy. She
Mm.
comes up with that powerful copywriting kind of words. If you're a father, or if you're a mother, or maybe if you're a grandfather, grandparent, or maybe if you have a niece, they know very well at what time they can actually ask you, where you would say yes. And that's a very clear thing. And what they ask also would be totally different. And
Mm.
they take only one step at a time. Why am I using this? Is very simple. Just like I said just previously, decide the effect you want to produce in your reader.
Yeah.
Why? It's very simple. Like, imagine, right? Now, a restaurant guy, I mean, like, imagine you're hungry. If I'm actually projecting one particular ad for a restaurant, are you most likely to respond? Obviously, yes. And if you're really kind of thinking you're a bright to be a person, and then you want to really reduce the weight, to get ready in that nice outfit, at that time, if you put a impactful ad related to weight loss, bright to be, and the restaurant aside, which one are you going to click? So it's very important that you need to
Mm.
understand what is the effect you want to produce in your reader. At the same time, actually take them through the journey, one step at a time. Nobody wants
Mm.
to jump. If somebody wants to really reduce the weight, they have to go through certain steps, because the mind is a memory game. It is always catching up to that old memory where you're, kind of sitting and watching a movie and finishing maybe, I don't know, 3 4 buckets of chips, which I used to do a little longer, by the way. And then I used
Mm.
to have what is that, KFC chicken, right? For me to come from there to become a vegetarian, to make a daily exercise, to make in yoga as part of my lifestyle, probably took 5 years. So you
Mm.
need to give that level of understanding about your client, and then see how you can take them through this 5 years of journey, how your
Mm.
products are stacked, how your journey is designed, how you can add value relevant to the respective client's journey in the first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. In
Yeah.
every single step of the way, copywriting is important, because throughout this journey, you're going to send emails, you're going to make them ask to buy your next program or product, and then
Mm.
you continue to add value by giving either an ebook or a video program. You name
Mm.
anything, copywriting is there everywhere. It is
Yeah.
just that you need to open up your mind and understand how these powerhouses, these biggest corporates and the biggest online businesses are using a copywriting as one of the most foundational tool. Everything you communicate, right? We spoke about a kid. We spoke
Yeah.
about a kid. Kid has a copywriting, which is a creativity already inside every single word. My kid knows very well. Today I went out actually to buy an organic tea. On the way back from on the way back from the school after I picked up, the
Mm.
thing that she asked is, last week, just 3 days back, we were in a shopping mall. She said, "Hey, Dad, I want an toy." I said, "Hey, it's a monthly thing, right? You already had your lot of toys finished in the month of April." How beautifully she said. We were close to her regular toy shop, Hamleys, and it is, the tea thing is so close. Dad, you said. May, it's the month of May, so can I go ahead and buy toys? Because 2 days back you told about April. April thing is finished. I was so shocked. Look at the positioning. Look at the words that you used. She used everything is so perfect, and she's not trained. So it is just that I want to bring that awareness how beautifully we are all equipped, but
Yeah.
we don't tap that creator, that copywriter within us, because the moment you do it, magic happens. So
Yeah.
beautifully it happens. Oh my God, you'll start seeing, clients coming in because you did all this exercise as a foundation.
Yeah. This is so good. It's like, yeah, it's. I love this point that you're making, because we are all already born and equipped with so many skills, but we just forget about it, or we just believe whatever other people tell us, that, oh, you're like this or you're like that, which a lot of the time is just not serving anyone, anyways. So yeah, absolutely love this. And also, for those of you who are wondering about the 5 year example that Rajesh mentioned, doesn't mean that you can only make money in 5 years, because people come in at different stages of the journey. So for those people that are just in the beginning of their journey, you add value, they will buy after a couple of years. But those people that are already at their 5th year, they will take action faster. And you want to accommodate for that in
Yeah.
a way of having awareness and allowing the journey or the things that you speak to be relevant in one way or another, which is, yeah, powerful and exciting. So yeah, thank you
At
again.
every stage, the copywriting is again different, right? You cannot do
Yeah,
the copywriting what you're doing in the year one, because the value added there is different, and
yeah,
second
yeah,
year, third year, fourth year, and it's really really powerful. But it is so amazing. I mean, I want you guys to, I mean, if you have understood the importance of it, I want you to comment below, because it's very important you reaffirm your mind that the power of power of the copywriting. So
yeah,
I want you to comment below saying that I will use the power of copywriting in my business. If you're yet to do it and you're an ambitious entrepreneur, you can always write, I will use the power of copywriting as soon as I start the business, because it is important. It is so important that it can make or break your business. And it is also equally important, I don't say just make, in these current times where a lot of things are happening online, everybody is perceiving your business based on the words that they see that you marketed. So it's
yeah.
really really powerful. So
Yeah,
yeah, I will.
just to just say, if you're okay with that, one quick mention, and we talk about this all the time, right? Like what we have, and then we just want to share this with everybody. We talk a lot about, being consistent on social media, making messages, making, copywriting and posts and stuff. We get people come to us all the time, like all the time, people messaging us saying like, hey, do you have this or that, or can I work with you, or can I love what you're doing, or whatever. Like these types of messages we get all the time. So sometimes people are like, oh yeah, when will I start getting, the effect of it? But it can go really quick, but you do have to be consistent with it. So just wanted to let you guys know that it works and it's powerful and it's wonderful. You're getting people to come to you because you're making an impact. So yeah, I just wanted to add that to the
It
table
was
as well.
as early as today it happened, right? Somebody said, yeah, I want to know the details of DCA. And
Yeah,
why? It is just because we are putting out their value out and out and out in the right copywriting format where it
yeah,
hits the right person. And
yeah,
again, we are so picky. We are kind of very pickiest people in the world where we don't want the wrong clients. We never
yeah.
ever want, because we take the clients through the journey of
Mm,
interviews and all that stuff just to make sure we have the right people in the community, which means
yeah,
this power came to us just because we were using right words, right length, and right
yeah,
way of really using the entire message felt, not just read, felt by the clients. And
that's
that's
it.
the power of copywriting. So, and that
Yeah,
is the reason why all the we continue to attract clients, and so we
mm,
go out there and sell to the clients. And that's really really important point you made, Chibaria.
yeah, 100%.
So it is wonderful, guys, and for tuning in. Natalie says, yes, of course, yes. We really,
Oh,
hoo-ha, hoo. We love your energy, Natalie, and it is
yeah,
really something so phenomenal that we saw very rarely. And this copywriting for you has become a very, very cakewalk just because we are doing it for you. Our experts are sitting there and seeing
yeah,
the industry and the entire the expertise will be put into that. But otherwise, it is really important for each and every one of you to use the power of copywriting and scale your businesses, because we
yeah.
love seeing businesses grow. So with that,
Absolutely. And with that, just very quickly, Natalie, I know, just as like inside information, I know Rajesh as well as Shushmita, they've been creating some really powerful stuff for you in terms of copywriting, in terms of branding materials, like OMG. So Natalie's, by the way, big shout out there. She's one of our FLC Gold clients, part of the Business and Lifestyle Makeover. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for that. So Natalie, you've got this whole stuff done for you. It's coming your way very soon. So yeah, I just want to quickly share that because I'm so excited.
amazing, amazing. Thank you, Chibaria. So any last insights before we jump out of this call and get into helping so many other clients out there?
Yeah, if there's anybody watching this and also would like our team to help you with the copy, with the funnels, with the emails, with the branding, with any of these things, just click on that link and book a call with Rajesh. Best thing that can happen is that Rajesh would be like, wow, you're amazing. Let's go and do this. We'll do this together. Or worst case scenario, you're empowered by Rajesh and you have so much more clarity knowing exactly which steps to take to be able to go into the direction that you want to go into the fastest way. So either way, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, click on the link freedomlifestyleagency.com, book yourself a call with Rajesh, and we get you.
That is it, people. This is it for today, and we have really thoroughly enjoyed your company here. And really, we feel we tried our best to convince you to understand how powerhouses across the world are using the copywriting, including us, and how you can take the advantage of it and scale your business much, much faster than so many people out there who do not know the information yet. You spent this time, is fully valued, and we appreciate that. So let's go out there and build your businesses. If required, just go and click the link. Otherwise, have an amazing rest of the week, productive, effective, and impactful week. We see you next week at the same time right here at 1 p.m. UK time. But till then, have an amazing week. Thank you, Chibaria. Thank you so much for your kind words and amazing insights. Bye bye.
Bye.
global experts to create your dream online business or grow your existing business, go to freedomlifestyleagency.com.